Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Dan United. Yes, good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a fantastic evening. I've just been on Pete's channel. I don't know if anybody saw the 12th man last night. I lost my head dramatically last night, so I went on there and apologised. But look, you know, we all make mistakes. That's what we do. We're human. That's exactly how we're made. Wanted to come on tonight because we've seen the news that Martinez is going to be missing against Aston Villa at the weekend. And I've got to be honest with you guys, I don't like this. It's worrying me because we're in a situation now where we're going to be missing. So we've missed him for 3 games. We missed him for a fair few at the start of the season. When you look at the fact that De Ligt is injured, Martinez is injured, you have to say, thank the Lord that we are not in European football. Thank the Lord that we have not got cup football, because this squad, I've said for so long this season, we have managed to get by on the fact that we don't have as much football as everybody else. We don't have to play as many games. And it's helped us, because if we'd have been in Europe, if we'd have had cup competitions, boy, would we have been in trouble this season. Now, essentially this season, when we look at the stats, and it's not great at all. Manchester United have missed, this is ridiculous, have missed De Ligt for 15 games and Martinez for roughly the same 15. It's ridiculous. And I've got to be honest with you guys, it kind of puts the question into my mind. We've been talking about our fullbacks more important. We've been talking about, do we need wingers? We saw we've been linked with Diamonde, of course, brilliant, blah, 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 blah. We know that midfield's the issue, but are Manchester United an even bigger issue here? Am I missing something? Are Manchester United in a situation where if we don't get a full season out of these players, looking like, obviously, De Ligt and, of course, Martinez, then we go back to Manchester United essentially relying on Harry Maguire, who we don't know is staying for another season and don't know if he's going to be able to uphold his form. He's been decent this season. He's been okay. And then we've got, obviously, Heaven and we've got Yoro. So Manchester United, I think at the moment, I think we need to actually look into this. We need to delve into this. Now, I've done some research and look, the games without Martinez, we are significantly worse because Martinez is more important than De Ligt. I think we can all agree that Martinez, as a defender, brings so much more to the team than De Ligt does. He is a ball-playing centre-back. The fact that we can't seem to carry the ball out of defence at the moment, it's showing. It is showing. Maguire, I actually think, looks weaker without him, looks a little lost. I think Maguire, when you look at it, in games, I think he looks at Martinez sometimes for a bit of reassurance. I think Martinez is very good at keeping that team ticking. I've said for so long that if Martinez was fit all the time, if Martinez was fit week in, week out, he would be my pick as Manchester United captain. I adore the bloke. I think his morals, I think the way he is as a footballer, the way he carries himself is exactly everything that we absolutely need in this team. But going into next season, are we all sat there going, we can get by with a bit part player? Or are we all sat here and saying, do you know something? With the games, the sheer volume of games we're going to have next season, do we need to be planning to bring someone else in to cover for that? Because I don't think anyone can actually sit here now and say they would be confident with Manchester United travelling to the Bernabeu Champions League next season, or the Nou Camp, or the San Siro, or places like that. I don't think you'd feel confident, I know I wouldn't, in going there with a Heaven at the back. I like Heaven. So before you get angry and say, Dan, what the hell are you on about? You can't say that. Heaven's quality. I rate Heaven. I do. But for development, he's still not there yet. We are in a bit of a crisis. And look, it's defensive woes. It is. And it is a crisis. We're going to the game against Villa this weekend without De Ligt, without, of course, Martinez. It's a massive, massive risk moving forwards. And it's something that I don't think we need this worry going into next season. When Martinez obviously missed the game, I believe, was it Everton? It was Everton. When he missed the game against Everton, we were told it's a slight knock. Don't worry, we'll be fine. You know, we'll be back. Doesn't this remind you of De Ligt? Now, I'm not saying for 1 second this injury will go on as long as De Ligt. De Ligt has been out since November. That in itself is ridiculous. But I just worry with this. It makes me nervous. It makes me very, very nervous. United have to absolutely get the transfer dealings right in the summer. But this, again, it adds more questions that need answering. It adds more questions to the banking situation. How are Manchester United going to fund this? So I'm a little concerned. I am a little concerned. I'll go through your comments in a second. Now, I think we can all agree when you watch Manchester United line up without him, we instantly look a different team. His qualities he brings, I said before, he brings the ball out of defence. How many times have we seen Martinez, since Carrick's taken over, bring the ball to the halfway line and be trying to start attacks? He's looking for attacks. We've missed that. It's no coincidence for me that one of our most important players gets injured and misses the last few games, and we start to look a bit dicey. Now, look, as Kev says, and Kev's in the chat. Kev, do you want to come on the stream or what? I don't know if you're in your room or not. If you're in your room, that's dodgy. And it's like Kev says, if your granny had balls, she'd be your granddad, that situation. But I think it's something that needs to be looked at. It really needs to be looked at because we potentially here have 3 problems with defence. There's no sure sign here that Maguire stays. I mean, at the moment, if you're Maguire's agent, you're saying to United, you know something? You know you said that we'd stay for 120, 130 grand. You need us more than we need you, or else you're going to have to go out and spend the money. So actually, Harry, big Hazard over there, he wants 180 grand now. It's putting more pressure on Manchester United, and it's an added pressure I don't think Carrick would have wanted. When you look at characters in the team, we don't have incredible characters. That's something that we can all agree with. We don't have the big characters. So when you miss someone like a Martinez in the team, it has an impact. Martinez is the type of player that will drag the lads through. He's the type of player when someone is out of form and someone misplaces a pass, he's there to big them up. He's the type of player that will put his body on the line. And I'm not saying that Yoro or Heaven wouldn't do the same, but I'm worried. I'm absolutely worried. Let's go through some of your comments. Let's go through the comments. Good evening, Ben. Hope you're well, buddy. It looks carpy. Not too early for you tonight, mate. Hope you're doing okay, bud. Jamie says, evening, Dan. You well? We really need some defenders in transfers and leave the midfield. I mean, we need everything. This has turned into a whole squad rebuild at the moment. Like the longer it goes on this season, the more you sit there and you go, fucking hell, we need several positions filling here. Like we don't just need the one position filling. We've gone from midfield, let's get the midfield sorted, to let's get a left back and a right back, to, oh, United actually want a left winger, to now looking at it going, do we need a centre back? So there's a lot of worry. I'm worried. Carl says, evening all, not around for long tonight, feeling really crappy, but we'll see how long I can survive. I know how you feel, Carl. I still can't shift this cold, mate. Good to see you, though, mate, and hope you feel better soon. Blowy says, hello, Dan. How are you, mate? I'm good, buddy, and sorry, been super busy, so couldn't join the streams. You're here now. That's all that matters. We don't care how you get there. Just get there if you can. That's a banging song, by the way. That's an absolute banging song. I'm trying to order Mrs. Robinson a Chinese here. Gary, good to see you, mate. Says, evening, Dan and chat. We miss his forward passing and it quickens the midfield. That's a great comment, by the way. He does quicken the midfield up. At the moment, we look so leggy in the team. Yoro, I think was... Yoro's a young lad, and unfortunately, the stigma he has is that we paid a lot of money for him. We paid 51 million, was it, something like that? So he's always going to have that added pressure on him. He chose us over Real Madrid apparently as well. I look at Yoro in some games and I go, he could really do with a Martinez next to him, or he could really do with just coming off the bench a couple of times and just getting that confidence up. At the moment, I mean, look, heaven forbid Yoro gets injured, yeah? Imagine if Yoro got injured in the next couple of weeks. Well, then you're down to just Heaven. You're down to Heaven and Maguire. We need to work out, and actually, I'll say this as well. What we need is the club to be forthcoming. The club need to come out and say, this is the situation. We know how long Martinez is going to be out for. Not the generic, it might be back in the next game. We need to know. Like, the fans need to know. Obviously, we've got a big break coming up. We play on Sunday, then we play on Friday, and then we're not playing till middle of April. So that will help Manchester United. And you'd like to think that De Ligt will be back. You'd like to think that Martinez will be back. We're going to need them in this running coming into the end of the season. Manchester United are going to need these players. It's not the fact that we've got a sheer volume of games coming up. It's the importance to what these games are that are going to define Manchester United's season and going to define Manchester United's transfer window and ultimately define what we do next year. So, yeah, Butcher, get some loving for the Butcher. And even Kev. Ben says, captain as centre-back or CDM. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. I had a Britney Spears moment last night. Let's not do this. What do you think of Murillo? Liverpool are twerking for him at the moment. I'd love Murillo, but as we all know, chat, like Nottingham Forest, right, this is something we need to... I've seen Nottingham Forest players plastered all over the place. Morgan Gibbs-White's going to go somewhere. Murillo's going to go somewhere. Who's the other lad in midfield? Who's the other lad in midfield for Forest other than of course, Anderson? There's no way that all these players are leaving Nottingham Forest in the summer unless they're relegated. If they get relegated, different story. But I don't think for one second that Forest are going to get relegated. I think Nottingham Forest will stay up. I think it'll be Spurs that go down. So we need to look at it. We need to look at what we're going to do. Ideally, we go out there and we bring a utility man in. But ultimately, I'm shocked. I'm shocked and worried. A lot of love for Kevin in the chat. That's what we like to see. With Maguire, that's why I was a bit unsure. I feel he could be found out more in the Champions League. Carl, the point's valid, but at the moment, I've got to be honest with you. What's our alternative? What's our alternative? Because I don't think. There we go. Oh no! I've ordered the Chinese on Mrs. Robinson's card. She's going to be fuming. She's going to be fuming. That's me in trouble. Hang on a minute. Let me pay her. Let me send her some money because she will be straight up those stairs. Hang on a minute, Mrs. Robinson. There we go. I'll pay you interest as well. I'll pay you some interest. There we go. Whoops. Where was I? Yeah. So look, I mean, Maguire. Unfortunately, for people, there are people that want Maguire. There are people that don't want Maguire. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. She's literally. Oh no. I don't know what she sent me there. Oh, yeah. I've sent you the money. Sorry. Maguire's needed. Simple as that. We haven't got the money to go out there and spend another 50, 60 million on a centre-back. And I don't see many centre-backs out there that are 20, 30 million that we can go and bring in that will do a good enough job. People are talking about Mickey van der Ven. Unless Spurs go down, that's another 60, 70 million striker defender that you're looking at. So the finances aren't mapping up at the moment. Good luck with your appraisal, Kev. Dicey or Dicey. Can laugh at Liverpool lost again as well tonight. Fucking hell. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening with Liverpool, man. They're so inconsistent. I'd buy a player that can play both DM and City. You've got him, Carl. You've got your player that can do that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. No. Kev's onto something with his singing on a Saturday at the moment. He looks different. He sounds different. Yoro has lots of potential, but definitely needs mentoring, as you say, Dan. Gaz, absolutely. Look, I don't like talking about the class of 92 because that is so far back in our history now that it's pointless really talking about that. I mean, unless we're celebrating things. But what I will say is the players that come in back then, these young players, the class of 92, they had superstars around them. They had well-grounded players that were very good, very consistent, did their job fantastically. Manchester United do not have that. We don't. We don't have the role models that these young lads can come in and if the shit hits the fan that they look to for advice. We don't have that. With Martinez not in the team, with De Ligt not in the team, it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. I see that we have a young lad called Dan Armour that was meant to be built like Harry Maguire and got the passing of Martinez. I'm seeing loads of this on aggregate at the moment. Apparently, we got a goalkeeper in the youth setup that's like Edison because there's a confirmation of him passing the ball out from the back. I don't get excited on these things, Jamie. Obviously, I want the young lads to get every opportunity, but it's a different game. Youth football, it is a different game. I mean, JJ Gabriel, for Christ's sake, 15, absolutely destroying it. He's ready for men's football. He is. He's ready to come in and be part of men's football. It's a different game for me. Different. Spurs losing one. Spurs losing 1-0 already. Fuck. Honestly. No way. Oh my days, blood. Oh my days. Spurs are fucked, man. Gibbs White's another one yet. Not sure, not even surprising that Spurs are, yeah, I mean, I'm not in distress. I've sent her the money, Carl. I should survive for another night. Dan running. I'm always running scared, Gaz. I'm married. Like every married man is terrified of their wife. Absolutely terrified of their wife. So now it comes on to the next question now, essentially. With the team looking like it is at the moment and with us really struggling at the back, are we looking at a situation here where we pull Yoro out the starting lineup and we bring Heaven back in? Because I'm going to be honest with you. Let me just bring up the last few results for Manchester United. 2-0. Oh, my days, blood. Oh, expressions, man. Oh, God. Tobes, honestly, Tobes, who's on the 12th man. Oh, my God. Funny story. He walked in. He was late to the game against Crystal Palace. Walked in just as they conceded the penalty. Walked out 5 minutes later after they conceded the third. Different gravy, Spurs fans. Different gravy. Let me get United's. Let me get United up here. Manchester. So our last three results, without the butcher, we lost against Newcastle United. We beat Palace. That's fair, but they had 10 men. And we beat Everton. Now, on the back of that, you can sit there and go, wow, it's all gravy. What you're talking about, Dan? But the performances weren't the right. If you compare the performances with a Martinez in the side, they're completely different. And actually, when you look at Heaven on the ball, I think, is a lot better than Lenny Yoro. Heaven is so much more confident with that ball at his feet. How many times we've seen him shimmy past the defender, get the ball out? Kevin and I had a conversation at the start of the season, pre-season it was, when we said he looked a bit arrogant. He looked shocking in pre-season. But he's come into the team, albeit as part of a back three where there's a little bit more protection. And he's looked decent. And I kind of feel like now, especially against Villa, it's not 3-0. It's not 3-0. No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't tell me that. Are you sure it's 3-0? Kev, are you sure? You're taking the role of Steve tonight. Twitter will tell me. No, it's 2-0. It's 2-0. I've got 2-0 here. Nah. Oh my days, blood! Ah! Oh my goodness me, man. Spurs are gone. Spurs are so finished. Charlie Patrick, oh my God. Oh my goodness me. I actually can't believe this. I mean, look, we are witnessing the biggest capitulation in football. People come at United last season and said that we were the biggest embarrassment. Spurs, obviously, I thought Thomas Frank would do so well this season now. I thought he was the right man for the job. But I can't believe this. I literally can't. Who's in goal? Like, who's in goal? Oh, I can't believe it, man. I mean, look. I thought me having a meltdown on 12th man last night was going to be bad. I thought us looking at Martinez not being in the squad was bad. These brothers are fucked. Substitution. Oh my God, they've literally just subbed the goalkeeper. They've subbed the goalkeeper after 16 minutes. Spurs have just subbed the goalkeeper after. That is what? Hang on a minute. I can't believe what I can't believe. I mean, man. Fucking hell. Hang on a second. Let me go get me fucking tablet. Stay there a second. I'll be back. Oh no, it's on TNT, isn't it? It's on TNT. It's on TNT. I've got TNT. I haven't got TNT. I've only got the sharing device to use that. Anyways, look. Spurs are Spurs. Fucking hell. They're finished. They're finished. They're absolutely finished. They're absolutely finished. I really want to go downstairs and watch this now. But yeah, look, guys. I don't think there's much more we can say. I mean, let's all just laugh at Spurs. Everybody. I want you all to laugh at Spurs in the chat. I'll get it started. Let me get it started. There we go. Let's all laugh at Spurs. Bang. I'm laughing at Spurs. And straight away, I'm telling you something. What the fuck is happening there? Like, this has got to be the biggest capitulation. Look, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to the show because I could talk about Spurs all night. Fucking hell, man. Where are we at then, chat? I want you to put it in the comments before I lose me bloody trail of thought with this result again. It's not even a result. It's not even 20 minutes. Where are we at? Are we valuing? Are we valuing? Are we? Gaz straight in there. Today is to do. Let me put a poll up. I can't believe, man. I can't believe what I'm witnessing here. By the way, Deji, right? Deji. No, is Deji live? Is Deji live? Deji's live. Deji is live. Oh my goodness me. 213 watching him. I'm gonna have to go over and watch him in a minute. I'm gonna have to go over and watch him. This is capitulation. Do we fancy Heaven or Yoro at the back versus Villa? Get your votes in. Do we fancy Villa? Do we fancy Deji? I've got Deji on the brain. Do we fancy Heaven or Yoro at the back versus Villa? My vote straight away. I want Heaven at the back. I've put yes. What the fucking hell? Hang on. Let me end that poll. This is Spurs have done this to me. Spurs have done this to me. To who we fancy, Heaven or Yoro at the back? Heaven, Yoro. There we go. We'll try again, shall we? Fucking donut. I'm going with Heaven. I think Heaven brings us more at the back. I think he has more ability to bring the ball out from the back. He's tall as well. I know Yoro's tall, but Heaven is one of those lads that when we've watched him play this season, we've watched him, haven't we, a lot this season. He strikes me as one of the centre-backs that throws himself in the way of things as well. He's very good at getting those gangly legs in, isn't he, and knocking the ball away. And also what I like about him is his controlled composure. He is composed. Let's not forget this lad is young. This lad is young, by the way. So I think Manchester United this Saturday, I think there's changes anyway. I think the changes he has to go for, and we'll do a preview about it. I think he has to bring Heaven in for Yoro. I think he has to bring Mazraoui in as long as Mazraoui's fit at left back in place of Shaw. I can't believe I'm saying this, but put Dalot back on the right. And then it's the front three, isn't it? Well, Sesko's got to stay up there. But do we give Mbeumo a rest? Or do we put Ahmad out on the left? No, it's not 4-0. Holy shit. I can't believe we're witnessing this capitulation. This is fucking mad. This is mad. Jamie's fucking. Hey, it was bad for us last season, but it was never this bad. I think Heaven and Harry will be good against Villa, says Jamie. I think it will be a cricket score. It's not even it's not even the end of the first half. Like this is pure and utter jokes. Tudor will be sacked. Tudor will be gone by tonight. They will have to get rid of him. I feel like Tudor is an agent for Arsenal. He's come in and he's gone, I'm getting these guys relegated good and proper. 22 minutes Atletico Madrid 4, Spurs 0. This has completely ruined my stream. I can only apologise to you all tonight. This has been 7 or 8 minutes of us talking about Manchester United and centre-backs and what we can do. And it's been the rest of it, Spurs capitulation. I'm going to go downstairs. I need to go downstairs and watch this game, chat. Sorry it's not been what we normally do, guys, but I've got to go see this. I've got to go witness this with my own eyes and hope to God that when I get down there, they don't stop scoring. Go and watch the fucking game, you beautiful buggers. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a bit more news with United, and let's see if we can essentially try and get these centre-backs back and raring to go. Enjoy your evening. I'm going downstairs to watch Spurs get absolutely battered. Take care of yourselves. See you tomorrow, guys. Dan United. Oota!